Hello guys, so welcome back. So today we are going to build this type of functionality in our websites. So this is that jokes. So basically in this project we used one API that will fetch the jokes. So this is our containers. This is a whole containers. We have this text and this this text basically come from the API. So when we click on this get another joke button, what it will do, it will hit one API. That API will give the response, and that response we are going to print here. Okay, so this is a simple API based project. Okay, so if I click on get another jokes, so it will give me another jokes. So what behind the scenes we are doing, we are calling on API, and that API giving the response, and then we are printing it. Okay, so as soon as we click on this button, it will give the response. Okay, so let's make this functionality. So let's get started. So this is our project, and this is our project folder: index.html, script.js, style.css. Okay, so in script.js we will hit this API. Okay, so basically this API will give me the response of the jokes, and that we are going to print. Okay, so let's get started. So I have done nothing. I've just linked the index.html with style.css and script.js. Okay, and I've just given the title good jokes. Okay, so let's start from the body. So let's make a one div of class container, because we want container. If you see in the project, we have this container, we have this whole white color. This is container. Inside that we have all this. Okay, so let's make a container. So inside the container we have the h3. So don't laugh challenge. Okay, if you see, we have the, if you see that, we have the h3, and then we have the text, and then we have the button. Okay, this is all we need as a HTML. Okay, so let's make a one div of class jokes. Okay, let's give the id also, so that we can take this in the JavaScript. Okay, let's add something as of now. So jokes goes here. Okay, and in place of that we will fetch the content from the API, and we are going to print here, and we are going to show to the UI here. Okay, so as of now we have just written jokes goes here. Let's add a button. So let's add a button of ID of jokes. Let's give the jokes btn. Let's give the class of jokes btn also, and then give the name of the button get another joke. Okay, just save that. Okay, so this is all we need in the HTML. We have this container. Inside that we have the h3, and we have the div where the jokes will come, and then we have the button. So let's move to the CSS. Okay, that's all we need in the HTML. So in the CSS, just give the box sizing border box. Okay, let's apply the CSS over the body. Let's give the body to 100 VH. Let's make it display flex so that we can show it in the center. So let's give the flex direction column. Okay, so by default the flex direction is horizontal, so we are making into a column. Okay, align item center and justify content center. So this will make the content in the center. So if you see, all the content comes to center. Okay, we don't want any overflow, so that's why we will give hidden. Let's add a background color of let's give some RGB color of 103 comma 103 comma 231. Okay, so this is our background color. Now let's give some margin to be 0. Okay, so let's add padding to be 20 pixel. Okay, so that's all we need in the body part. So let's apply the CSS over the container. So background color to be white, as we know we want background color to be white. I want some border radius, so let's give some border radius of 10 pixel. Let's give some max width of this whole container to be 100%. So let's give the width, let's give the width of 100 pixel. Okay, okay, let's give some padding of 50 pixel from top and bottom and 20 pixel to left and right. Okay, let's we want the text line to be center, so let's give the text line to be center. Just save that so that it come in the middle. So inside the container we have h3, so let's apply the css for the h3. Let's give the margin to be 0. Let's give opacity, let's add a little bit of opacity to 50% so that mm, so that it is showing something like gray color. Let's add a letter spacing. Okay, let's add a letter spacing of 2 pixel so that it looks a little bit better. Okay, so we have this h3 over, and then we have the jokes classes where all the jokes will come. If you see in this div only we have this jokes, and here only this jokes will come. Okay, using the JavaScript by calling the API. Okay, so let's apply some CSS for that. So give some max width of 600 pixel. So our whole container is 800 pixel and the content will come. So the max width of content is 600 pixel. Okay, so should not go, so that the padding should come like you should show some difference. Okay, let's give some font size to be 32 pixel. Let's give some margin to 50 pixel, not 5 pixel. Let's give 50 pixel and auto show that it is showing in the middle. Okay, let's give some line height to 40 pixel. Okay, let's give the letter spacing also for this 1 pixel. Okay, so that's all we need for the content. So let's apply the CSS for the button. Okay, so jokes btn, so we want background color to be let's add blue violet. Where is blue violet here? Okay, let's give some color to be white. You will see that. Okay, let's add some padding and margin, so let's give 14 pixel padding from top to bottom, and let's give 40 pixel left and right. Okay, we want border to be 0, we don't want any border. Okay, so we want border to be 0. Let's add a cursor pointer so that it should show, we have to click there. Let's add some border radius to 10 pixel, just save that. Okay, let's add font size a bit smaller here, so let's give some font size a little bit better. Okay, now it's looking good. Okay, now what we want when it is active, like as of now I want to some apply the CSS when we click on this button. So when we click on this button I want to like scale down a little bit. I will show you. So once we click on this button, jokes button, so it means that button is active. So I want some transformation, so I want to a little bit scale down to 0.98. So if I show you, so if I click over it, so if you see here the size uh, little bit till it's scaled down to 0.98. So it's basically scaled down to 1 to 0.98. So when we click on it, okay, so that's what the CSS for it. So if I click over it, so the size of the button is little bit smaller. We are scaling down it from 1 to 0.98. Okay, so if I scale down to suppose 1, if I save that, if I click on it, it will show a lot smaller. See, okay, so that's what it is. Let's give 0.9 so that it should so slightly a little smaller. Okay, let's add some jokes btn for focus. So if I click over it, I don't want to show any outline. Okay, so that is enough for css. So I think that is enough. We just have to do like, if I click on this button, we have to add a add event listener on this button. So as soon as we click on this button, this will hit the API, and that API will give the response, and so that we can show that response here. Okay, so let's move to script.js. Okay, so yeah, let's take a button and div, because since we want to like here, okay, JOKE. Okay, here we have not saved that. Why it is coming like that? Okay, so we have to take this div and we have to take this button. So upon clicking on this button, I want to show the content here. That is why we will take those two div using JavaScript. Okay, so document dot get element by id. We want what we want this div also. What is the id of this div? Jokes. Okay, so let's take a one more. Let's take a button. What is the id of this button? Jokes btn. Okay, so that's what we are going to jokes btn. Let's give the name of this variable to btn. Okay, now what I want to apply a add event listener, correct? So I want to apply a add event listener. What listener? Click. So I'm applying add event listener click. So as soon as we click on this button, I want to do some operations. Okay, so that's what we are doing. Okay, so let's call a function. Let's make a function get jokes. So what it will do, like as soon as we click on this button, it will call this button jokes get jokes. Okay, so let's make a get jokes. So let's make get jokes. Okay, so why I'm giving this as async, I will tell you. So this is our function. So this function we will call when we click on that button. Okay, let's make one variable config. So basically we are calling API. For that we are making some we are adding some properties. So for calling the API we need headers. Okay, so for calling the API we need headers. So for calling the APIs we need headers that we need to pass. So here basically we need to define that here basically we need to define like which in which format we want to take the response. Okay, so in which format we want to take the response. So here I am defining we want to accept the response in an application or JSON format. Okay, so that we need to pass while calling the API. So we are basically defining the API. We are basically telling the API that we want the response in an application or JSON format. Okay, so that's what we are defining. Okay, so after that, so why I have given this async? The reason I have given async is because of like since we are calling this API in this method. So since that API is a basically a response, so it basically a asynchronous type of promise it will return. So to handle the promise we have to add await and async. Okay, we have to wait the response and then get the response. So basically API returns a promise, so that promise is a asynchronous method. Okay, asynchronous type, so we have to wait and take the response. So that is the we have given async, and then we will give the await also while taking the response. Okay, so here I'm giving the await. I will tell you. So we want to use this URL. Okay, I want to use this URL. Let paste that URL here, and here we are defining the method that we want to respond, the type of response, the way we want to take the response. So in the config we have already defined we want to take the response in the application or JSON format. Okay, so that's what we are defining. So what we are doing here, we are calling this API. So this fetch method basically used to call the API. So inside the fetch method, we are defining the URL from which URL we want to take the response. Okay, and the second argument we have passing the config, the type of response that we want. The okay, so here we have already defined the config. What config is defining in the headers we are defining that we are going to accept the JSON format. We want the response in a JSON format. Okay, so that's what we are defining. So basically fetch method basically what it will do, it will take API and then it will take the type of headers. Okay, the headers, and then since this will return a promise, so we have to wait to handle the promise. We have to wait, either this promise can be resolved or it will be rejected, so we have to wait for that. So that is why we have given await. Okay, since we are using the await inside the function, we have to make this function async. Okay, so if we use await keyword inside the function, we have to make that function async. So that is why we are using async and await. Okay, because it's a asynchronous, it will give the promise as a response, so we have to wait for that promise to be resolved, okay, or rejected. So here we have get the response, and then from the response I want the actual data. Okay, I want the actual data. So basically I want the data in a JSON format. So here it will give the response. So this response basically contain a lot of things. So if I show you by doing the console log of this response, if you see that, if I show you and I want to call this, okay, if I show you the console and if I hit this button, so see, this basically returns this response, but I want this, I don't want all of this, I don't want all of this, correct? I want the actual data, I want the actual data. Okay, so I want the, okay, so I want the actual data. For that I have given response.json, so I want this whole response in a JSON format. Okay, so that is why I have given another line await response.json, and then if I print this log of data, it will give me actual data. Okay, so if I hit this button, what it will do, if I hit this button, this will call this function. What this function is doing, this function is calling an API and giving the response, and then response I'm printing. See, this is the actual data I'm taking. So above one, this is not the actual data. Okay, so I'm convert this data into JSON format, and then we are going to see here we have the ID, here we have the jokes, and we have the status. We want this joke, correct? We want to show this joke onto the UI. Okay, so we need only this. Okay, so that is what. So let's cut off this all this console. Okay, now what I want that jokes to be in the HTML. I want that jokes to be here, correct? I want to show that jokes onto the UI. So what it will do, what I will do, I will take this button, I will take this div, and inside that I will append that jokes. So I have already taken that jokes document dot get element by ID, and using this jokes, what I will do, I will I will add that jokes in this div. Okay, so we have data dot joke. Okay, we have this actual data. Okay, so this is what I have done. So if I click on this, so you see this joke is coming here. Okay, so what I am doing, when I am clicking on this button, it will call this function. What this function will do, it will call this API and it will give the response, and that response, from that response I want to show the jokes onto the UI. So how I am showing the UI, I have taken this div from the HTML and stored in these jokes, and inside the jokes I have appended that jokes. That's why we are able to see onto the UI. Okay, so this is what. So I want to call these jokes also when we load the page. Okay, so as of now, what we are doing, when we click on, we are getting the jokes, but first time when the user loads this page, I want to call this function also. So as of now, like, we are calling this function and getting the response when we click on it, but first time when the user loads, I want this call, I want to call this function again. So that is why I'm calling this outside also. Okay, so yeah, when I click on this button, we are getting the jokes. Okay, see, we are getting the jokes every time when we click on this button, correct? Okay, so that's all for the today's video. I hope you like this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and please share this video. Thank you for watching.